Hello everybody, Mr. Rome here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Europa Universalis 4. In the last episode, we helped out Ilkhanate with their war that they were fighting. We didn't really do much, but we helped a little bit. I fought a naval battle, that's help. And so we're pretty much just waiting for our manpower to recover, which is pretty much well recovered. We are planning for our next expansion, which is going to be against Ears here, to take the Nile Delta region, is the plan. So we're working in that direction. Our colonial nation, Crown Colony Cuba, has declared a war, and they are fighting. Right now, we're continuing to expand down here along the South American coast. We're going to need to remove these guys or wait for them to leave, and then we can put our colony there. We'll have to see. And oh yeah, the other big thing that we did is we implemented a major reform. Where we are now parliamentary. So we will see how that goes. We're going to let that run for a little while before we decide to go Republic, which is kind of what I'm thinking to do here eventually, is to go Republic. Though I reserve the right to change my mind. But it's a thought right now. We'll see how it goes. So, we'll let that sit for a little bit, and we'll continue prep for fighting Ears. Alright, and we now have an idea. Scythia wants military access. We're going to decline on that. Bayonet leaders. Land leader shock. Alright. So we're going to have to fight Ears. We're going to have to move more of the army south. Alright, we had a native uprising. Barcelona now has a seat in parliament. Yeah, I'm just going to let that happen naturally. Local militias event again. We lose 110,842 manpower, but we want to keep the army professionalism. I think I can eat that much manpower loss at the moment. All right, is 90,000 troops going to be sufficient? I don't know. Justina Coronado, our philosopher, has proven to be an excellent appointment, doing valuable work for the realm. We are lucky to have such a fine minister in our employ. Government reform progress, prestige, or min power, or army tradition, navy tradition, and military power. We're going to take the military benefits. Speaking of military, we do need to get our navies kind of reorganized here a little bit. Okay. So let's bring everybody in to Messina. Yeah, we're going to stop protecting trade for a moment. Now, do I want to bring in the exploration fleet? Yeah, we'll bring that in too. Actually, no. Recruit and explore. Is there any exploration that you can do? Oh, we need to wait till the fleet's important. Ah, colony is self-sustaining. Excellent. Okay, we do have a bunch more stuff that we can do. Let's go ahead and get the Explorer moving. Maybe we can actually circumnavigate the globe. I think we probably could. Alright, recall diplomats. Alright, so we have 90 ships. What is our naval force limit? 155 out of 161. So we can build 6 more ships at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to... Let's see. How many more ships am I going to want to have? Okay. I'm going to want 7 more shipyards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy. All right. Our termination to embrace free trade has led to domestic merchants losing out on rivals from other countries. I'll eat the 15 diplomatic power. That's like, what, 2 months? No, 3 months. These guys are still fighting the war. They seem to be doing well, so that's good. England has forced the Chiaha Federation to break their alliance with the Iroquois. Alright, line of battle. Combat with sow discontent, naval morale, and a galliot. Intercontinental trade, or intercolonial trade. Establishing colonial subjects overseas has allowed us to expand our trade while remaining in control, importing goods from lands that are essentially under Iberian control. As long as we supply our colony with what they need, they have no reason to start putting gold in the hands of our enemies. Sadly, the settlers sometimes have a different opinion from our empress on what exactly they need. They've begun to trade with neighboring colonies and natives, circumventing trade barriers we put up to protect our nation's interests. This clearly benefits them, but whether it benefits us is highly doubtful. We'll lose some mercantilism. I would rather not get the liberty desire, so that's fine. And England has declared war on the Iroquois. I saw that one coming. Lookout had reported signs of dwellings, but the ship had yet to see any natives until at long last a coastal village in Unambul was sighted. A small force disembarked and was hospitably received, to something that was attributed to the natives' fascination with the men who were taller in stature than them and bearded. The natives were beardless, and with some difficulty they managed to communicate that their myths and legends were told of a time when their bearded gods would come from the sea to visit them. Food and gold were given, which indicates that the province is prosperous and will be of great value to us. Alright, so that's something that our explorers are finding. The military leader has left us. Alright. Alright, well. Let's have our armies drill for the time being. What's this? Doogie is asking to give them gold and exchange for favors. Yeah, we can. Alright. So. Okay, no. Shipyards are now finished. Alright, so we should now have enough naval force limit to bring everybody up to strength here. Here's the backbone of our nation's economy, which we must take care to safeguard against threats. Recent developments have led to outrage among merchants who think we are not doing enough to defend against privateering ships from foreign nations, which are severely harming our trade efforts. Main trading vessels are beginning to arm themselves, arguing the presence of these privateers proved that we are already fighting an undeclared trade war. They offer to aid in improving the nation's navy, but demand in return that we go from clandestine hostilities to open warfare to oust the privateers within 5 years from now. Merchants prepare for war. Promise to declare a war with the Trade Protection Council's belly to thwart privateering within 5 years. No. Only the Almighty knows what artistic talent has gone wasted because of too little money, too little food, and too little love. Help struggling composers in Iberia with your patronage, and they will help you in return. 328.61 ducats, 10 admin power. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're building up the fleet. Actually, I think we're going to need a few more of these. Alright, native uprising, that's fine. You know what we're gonna do? Usica. That's these guys. I am going to build a spy network. Visit from some shady people. We'll get the spy network construction improved. All right, we've finished our exploration. And we wiped out those natives. Alright, good. Let's get you exploring. Yeah, we're going to clean up all these exploration options, and then we're going to circumnavigate the globe again. We're going to try. We're going to try again. Alright. Alright. One thing I was going to do was try and help. I promised them... If I promise them land, they are 3,282 ducats in debt. All right. I'll pay off your debt. Well, you better use this money to pay off your debt. Because I want you to basically join me in wars without wanting anything in return. That's what I want. There, 4,000 ducats. There. Now they were join. There's still 871 ducats in debt. Well, better than they were. And they will join. East Franconia has declared war on Scythia. I don't like the way they're expanding. What's your issue? Distant war. And they don't have enough manpower. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. We lost a claim. So be it. Fabricate a claim on Rosetta. Fabricate a claim on that one. Alright, the shipyards. Influenza has spread to Maine. We'll quarantine the province. Bribes are becoming more commonplace. We should be able to deal with that amount of corruption. No big deal. Alright. How long till the ships are done? Less than a year. Well, some of them are a couple of years. Well, we have the claims for the next 20 years, so we should be good. Yeah, Saxy's asking for ducats. Recruits flock to the standards. Our system of national conscripts is proving very successful. The poor, the desperate, even the patriotic are flocking to the colors. The generals are pleased. Oh. We don't have an available colonist, but that province is now open. Justina Coronado has died. Yeah, we'll give them military access against East Franconia. Not that you're going to be able to resist them at all, but we'll still. Let's go with reduction in national unrest. Yeah, basically went the fleet up to full power. Oh, Ganuenta has completed the first circumnavigation of the globe. Oh, well. England has declared war on the Iroquois Confederacy. We have no leaders down here. I am not that worried about it. Does that mean we can't circumnavigate anymore? No, we still can. Potomac has declared war on the Iroquois. Also, that's not surprising either. Eesh, the English have been growing their colony up there in Newfoundland. Researchers have published several works with radical theses that could prove destabilizing if widely disseminated. Should we opt for the easy path of obscurantism and suppress this knowledge, or would it be better not to stand in the way of progress? Knowledge is power. And some national unrest. Advisor and our employee has died. Trade efficiency plus 10%. We'll go with that. Alright, we're up to 13 seats in Parliament. And now we're up to 14. Colony is self-sustaining. Excellence. Alright. Our commander has improved while drilling. New Granada. Sure. Alright. Send a colonist out here before someone else tries to take it. Maximum monarch power reached for admin power. A mission was fulfilled. The Spanish Main. Permanent claim on a whole bunch of places we got. Alright, what are we going to do with this admin power? Let's boost some development. Let's do that. Alright, the last of our ships is being built in Messina. Potomac's not doing so well. Alright, I think what we're gonna do... And we're still waiting for that one ship. There we go. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and split this in half. 2 fleets. You are going to need an admiral. Assigned. Very good. Let's go ahead and bring our armies out of drill. Let's move this fleet to Cyprus. Let's move this fleet to Crete. Li Zicheng's rebellion on the Shun dynasty. They went with Kill the Rebel. Okay. No debate. All right. We're going to stick with charter colonies. Flexible rivalries, protected forts, support maintenance on border with rival. Efficient autonomy. Autonomy change cooldown. We'll go with administrative efficiency. Joan Abarca de Bolea and the Tigonian people. Joan is a powerful landowner and a political influence among our Tigonian subjects, and we have long had a working relationship with him. He has always been quick to know what it is that the state needs and what it could perhaps do for him in return. His name is often mentioned when discussing candidates for the Council of State. While he would in many ways be a good fit for such a position, it would undoubtedly also greatly increase the influence of an already powerful man and his clients. Serves better as a local leader. Yeah, serves better as a local leader. Alright. The army's in place. 90,000 troops. They have 132,000. I think we're going to need to bring the entire army to bear. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to move this army to Crete and this army to Cyprus. Alright, another colony is self-sustaining. We're gonna keep growing along the coast. And we are still in the Caribbean trade node. Improvements in lens making. Okay. Merchants and captains of trade vessels in Ceuta have sent a representative to government, describing their home as increasingly lawless land where piracy runs rampant and ships and ports are routinely raided by privateers. They argue that the government has neglected them and request funding to build defenses against the growing threats. If this request is not granted, many feel like they have already lost too much and will take their business elsewhere. Sure, send them some ducats, that's fine. Alright, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the episode here. And we have our army staged. Yeah, we have our army staged. And I think we might be ready to get this started. Let's just make sure that they will still join. There's still 871 ducats in debt for some reason. All right. Hopefully this will go well. I pretty much want basically all this coastal territory if we can get it. Or maybe we want that inland center of trade as well, Cairo. Maybe it is this whole delta region. All right. But for now, we will stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.